Welcome to Newbie Plays GTNH, our blind playthrough of the hardest mod pack ever made. I hope you got some snacks and are ready to relax. Let's get to the stream. How's it going, everyone? We're back this Monday evening. Maybe it's morning for some of you all. I'm excited to hang out with you all. Hey, how's it going, Ahmed and SW Fast? Welcome back to the stream. I'm going to go ahead and load up the game here. How's it going, Mr. Vexillologist? Howdy, partner. In preparation for today's stream, I have been cooking up some stainless steel. It should take about an hour. I'm doing a whole stack. Well, it's not a stack, it's... Let's hold shift here. 9 stacks of stainless steel. But the actual mixing takes like an hour. I probably need more mixers in the future, I bet. But I did make some more aluminum as well, which was a byproduct. So we got almost 3 stacks of aluminum. Yeah, thank you. We're making some progress. I only have a stack and a half of stainless steel, so we needed some more. And I did open the personal dimension portal. Spoilers, I'm sorry. I did record that earlier. Oh, it's a new mod to you. Is GTNH completely new to you, Mr. Vexillologist? Maybe I'll call you Mr. Vex. Let me know. I did open the personal dimension portal, though, and I chose a few presets already. It's going to come in a future episode, but I do want to head in there with you guys. So let's get in. And here it is. We got a big old flat grassland with the Garden of Glass Sky, I think it was what it was called. Oh, it is your first time. Awesome. Just call you Vex. Sounds good. Funny enough, I asked it not to add foliage here. And... yeah, I did just finish the tutorial, SW. We're just barely unlocking the real game, right? Oh, most people butcher it. I'm sorry if I did. I think I did a little bit there. I was going around and looking at our land here, and for some reason these deviating lilies spawned everywhere, even though I asked it not to spawn foliage. But it's not a big deal. We'll just have to remove them every now and then. But man, I feel like I've stepped into, you know, those old tycoon games? This is what it feels like. I feel like I just opened up a new, like, Zoo Tycoon or Roller Coaster Tycoon, and we're starting with a blank template. It's a little overwhelming. I'm not sure where to start, to be honest. But I think what we want to do here is clear out this middle section. And, oh, these are slabs. I want to create here in the center like a... oh, a point of interest for our world? I don't know what your name means. You'll have to tell me, Vex. I think I'm going to build like a hill right here with like a cherry tree here. And see how that turns out. I'm curious if we can move our portal. Do you guys know if we can move it without ruining everything? All the more overwhelming when you realize you have to move everything. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Oh, it's the study of flags. That's interesting. That's pretty sweet. Do you know, do you specialize in, like, the study of flags? Or is it just something you thought was cool? Like, do you study, like, different country flags? Or what do you study, I guess? It is safe to pick up. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that then. And I don't think we need these smooth stone slabs, so we'll get rid of those. And I do want to keep the center. I think it means something, you know? This is the start, so we need to have a center here. I'll put... I guess the coordinates are not 0, 0, 0 right here. Okay, I'll put that to mark the center. And we're actually going to step into creative and do some decorating today. I did find my copter pack, by the way. Side tangent. It's here. And it wasn't there last time we streamed. It was on my second toolbar. So I have a keybind, Shift 1, and I can rotate my toolbar. I think I'm going to have this as our decoration toolbar. In fact, let's see. Let's go to creative. Remember, you can't get the Stargate if you're using creative for functional stuff, but you can get the Stargate if you're in creative for decorations. As long as it's not helping you progress in the quest book, you're fine. All right, we're in creative. Let's also update our NEI to creative. And I want some more grass blocks. And which way's east? Oh, we're facing east. Okay, so you guys will have to tell me what you think. I'm just gonna do a rough shape, probably. And should probably go fairly large. Well, why did it fill up the entire block? Is it supposed to do that? Maybe we should do dirt. Let's try dirt and see if that is a little better. Yeah, we'll have to see if that spreads some grass there. The idea I want to do here is I don't want too many straight lines. Like, the Stargate is decorative. You're right. It doesn't matter, right? It's cheap. You can just get it in creative anyway. Oh, we're going to get full grass blocks. I wonder if that's a new change with 2.9. Hey, how's it going, Mad Dog? Good to see you here. So I have a rule here. Someone else actually taught me this, but if you do a straight line of 7 or more, it starts to look artificial. And I don't want this landmark area to look artificial. The center is going to be about right there. So I don't want to do too long of straight lines, and I'm just kind of eyeballing it here. I want this side to be rounder than the back face over here. In fact, I don't think we went round enough. So let's remove this here. Hey, welcome back, Robonica. Yeah, we're going to have to... We might have to extend this out a little more. To like right here. And maybe make this a little rounder. Okay, that's a steady curve right there. Now we need to go fat on this side. So we want shorter, maybe like this. No, I'm not feeling it. I want this side a little longer. Yeah, I think we're getting somewhere with this. Oh, you're thinking it's a config option. Yeah, it could be. You're probably right. I'd have to look into that. I'm not sure where I would even find that config. Okay. Trying to think. Maybe let's put one there. And then I don't want this side to be as pointy as the other side. So we'll curve it a little less sharply. And then this side will be a lot flatter than the other side. It's what I'm thinking. We'll see how it turns out. You never know when you eyeball things. I'm not using any math for anything on these curves. We're just going for it. Okay. Getting close to the edge right here. Let's see. Nope. We need a bigger curve right here. Okay. Let's remove these blocks. Okay. I think we need to bring this in a little more. Let's remove this long wall right here and bring this out a lot more. Yep. And then we want to tighten this curve right here. Yeah. I think we're getting the approximate shape now. Hopefully you're seeing a little bit of the vision here. We're turning this into a hill, and I think we want to put a cherry tree on top. I haven't chosen a material yet, Fanatic Feline. I'm still trying to figure that out. I do have like a color palette I'm thinking of. Like darker colors with maybe some blues and purples. We'll see. Okay, that's looking fairly good. We're getting closer here, I think. This needs to be a little bit curvier. It's coming in too far. Maybe like that. Yeah, that's looking better. This bottom side is a little bit too round, I think. In fact, I think it would make more sense to bring this side out over here a little more. And keep that roundness to it, like it has. So we'll remove that. Not that way. Oops, breaking things. You like the new sheet metal? Ooh, I haven't seen that before. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah. And mobs can't spawn on it. That's nice. Yeah, it's possible we could use this some places. You can even do rusty versions. That's cool. If we were to choose one, I think this one with the smoother sides would look nice. You'll have to remind me of this when we get into building buildings sometime. Oh, I might have done a little too much on there. Okay, how are we looking? Yeah, that is about right, I think. Yeah, sheet metal looks like planks with a shine. It kind of does. Okay. Want to keep the center spot still. let's just build up a big ol' column here. And this mound isn't going to go up that tall. I just want a center point. Because the center of the world, I think, has meaning. Okay, let's grab out our builder's wand here. And I don't think I'm going to build with dirt. If it's just going to do grass like that anyways, we might as well use grass. Let's fill in this. Oh, that's loud. Let's fix that real fast. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. And I am frozen. Let's see if it unfreezes. Okay, here we go. Music. I don't know which one it is. It might be blocks. Oh no, it's ruining the curve. Okay, I don't think we should use the builder's wand if it's going to do that. It came out on some of the corners. Now we have to eyeball and fix it. I thought for sure the builder's wand would stay in its circle here and just fill it, but I guess not. Are we back in shape? We have a ladder pattern going on over here that I don't know makes sense. There, that looks a little cleaner. Okay, sorry, builder's wand. You're not going to help us with this right now. Looks like Rust Belt industry. Yeah. Well, the cool thing is with these rust colors, since it has a little bit of orange, you could get some cool color palettes going with that. Oh, whoa. Look at all those colors. I didn't realize it had all those. There's even star metal. Oh, space-time. That's cool. Is this just made with chisel? Oh no, you actually have to... It's an LV recipe, that's funny. You have to use plates, I guess. Okay, let's keep bringing this out. Guess we can use the builder's wand for these walls. Just not do the floor. Is it not normal field of view? Where's my field of view? It's not dynamic field of view, is it? That's right, another day, another stream. There's GT sheet metal blocks now too. Oh, that's cool. And we get that with the chisel sheet metal. That's awesome. Where do I see my field of view, I guess? I've had a few people mention my field of view looks weird. Is it because the tools are big or something? Previous to this menu? Oh. It says field of view normal. Is that right? Oh, you play on 90, normal is 70. I've never even changed the field of view. So both you play on 90. Oh, like this, huh? See, this feels kind of strange to me. Where was that? I'm going to just set it back to normal. It's just what I'm used to. Sorry if it bothers you guys. That's not my intent. Okay, we're filling this first layer in, and then we'll do the second layer. And maybe go up 5 layers? I'm not sure. We'll have to see how it looks after 4 layers. Man, I wish it wasn't doing this full grass block. It feels claustrophobic. I'm sorry, Robonica. There's gotta be a fix for the grass, right? Okay, so the second layer, we're not going to follow the exact curve. We're going to vary it up a little bit. And I think that'll make it look a little more natural. Some parts will be closer to the edge, while some parts will be farther away. And let's make this fat side a little wider against the edges here. Like this. Give it a little extra space. I guess it's not a lot of extra space right there, but it'll work. We'll keep going. Oh, you play on a 4:3 monitor, and that's how you need to crunch the field of view to see everything. Yep, I'm on a 16:9 monitor. So do you guys do ultra wide? Is that what you guys prefer? Coarser is a thing on this version. Let's see. Oh, it is. So we could do coarser. They have other things too. Like coarse gravel. We might want to grab some of this just to vary it up here. I want to get the basic shape in first, and then we can do some decorating. I think we're following these curves a little too much. Let's vary this up a little more. Flying too fast. I think it's the nano boots. Okay, we're getting a good shape here, I think. We'll have to fly up top and see if it's still making sense. I don't like this curve on the bottom. Let's move these 2 blocks and see how it looks. Yeah, we definitely need some more color and texture, Fanatic Feline. We'll get there after we get the mound shape. And change it up. Okay, that's looking good. Maybe let's go a little tight right here and see how it looks. And bring it off on this angle. And we're almost to the end here. Alright, let's see how those 2 shapes work together. They're a little bit similar, so we're going to have to vary up the next few layers more, I think. I like how varied this edge is. In fact, let's try and fix this curve. Let's move some of these blocks. See how that looks. Still matches too much. Okay, we're at 6 blocks right there. That's just in the range. We don't want to exceed 7. Hey, welcome, Sej. We are building a central mound in our personal dimension. We're going to put a cherry tree on top. If you're using better foliage for the grass, it looks like there should be a config option for it that you could probably change in-game. Oh. I am using better foliage. Let's see here. It might be in block types. We got netherrack veins reeds. Round logs. Let's look in block types. 6-7 thing. Wasn't me. I didn't mean to do 6-7. Holy crap, there's a lot of items in here. Let's look at grass. Block types. Oh, connected grass textures. Oh, how did I miss that? Yeah, let's turn that off. Ah, that's a little better. So it would be cool to have full grass in some places. Oh, we do have topiary stuff. Maybe we'll want to grab that for when we decorate this. I know. I completely missed it, Rabonica, didn't I? Completely missed it. Okay, let's look at this again. Yeah, we're getting some varied stuff. I am liking it. It's not too varied. We're matching the curve a little too closely. Let's see if we can fix that in this next layer. Bring this all the way over. Would probably be faster to do the long end, now that I think about it. Okay, we're almost finished with layer 2. Gotta be careful not to expand the whole thing. Oh, it doesn't look that bad, actually, when we're all filled in like that. We might have gone a little too small if we're going to do 4 or 5 layers on this. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I hovered over it twice. Oh, man. Hey, what can you do? What can you do? Let's start this layer maybe out like this. We're going to get a little more flat on that curve. Let's actually come over here. Since this is the edge we struggled with last time, let's see if we can fix it this time. We're at 5. That is not the block placement I wanted. There's 6. We don't want to do 7. Oh, I did it again. It wasn't me, Rabonica. I didn't say it. Okay, how's this looking? We need to keep this central spot free for the tree. We probably want to bring this out. What is that, 5? Looks like 5. Want to have pretty tight corner right there. Let's fill that spot in. And don't want to follow this edge too much, because then it just looks too artificial. We want it to look natural. I think I did it again on this side. Maybe let's make it wider right there, since we have a small curve there. and see if that helps. Thanks, I'm glad it's looking fairly nice so far. We'll keep working at it. See how it goes. I've never done anything like this. Okay, I don't like this corner right here. Let's remove this one. All right, and I think if we do one more layer, we might have enough room. But it's going to have to be fairly similar to this third layer. Let's see how it goes. Do the long side this time. This is a lot faster doing it on the long side. Yeah, that's looking fairly natural. What do you guys think? Is it looking like a natural mound? When do you think I'll stream again? I'm hoping to do this weekly. We might... I haven't decided if we'll do it like Saturdays or Mondays. We're kind of doing a test of both days and seeing what people's schedules are like. It seems like a lot of people are over in the Europe area, and doing it this late in my area kind of doesn't allow all of our Europe viewers to watch because it's like early morning. So we'll see. We're testing things out, and we'll see how it goes for people. Okay. I think this might be the last layer. If I run up here... Yeah, I think 4 is a good number. Because then we can have a big old tree up here. Maybe make a root system? I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, good. It is looking nice. Yeah, I was wondering. It might be a little small. We might have to expand it quite a bit. Let's do this last layer and see how much room we have for our center tree here and see what happens. Oh, it started at 5 a.m. That's pretty early. Yeah. You're a Michigander. All the land by me is flat. You must get a lot of rain too. Do you have fireflies up by you? Do not ask you. I won't ask you, Rabonica, unless you really want me to. You guys are thinking a little bigger. Yeah, I agree. If we're going to go big, like we're going to have humongous factory buildings, we're going to want an awesome centerpiece. And this is going to be small. Cherry leaves, I like the Japanese look of like pink cherry blossoms. Kind of like what we did back at home. And it kind of goes back to episode 1 where we kind of spawned in the cherry grove. So it kind of brings it back, gives it a little more meaning, you know? It's 11 p.m. for you. Yeah, it's 9:30 for me here. Hey, it was good seeing you, Sej. We'll see you around. Have a good night. You have fireflies. I love fireflies. I don't have fireflies out where I live. It's too hot, too dry. Okay. Let's lay out this last layer, and then we can expand it quite a bit, I think, after that. Because we're going to want this to look like it's a staple, you know? It's a staple of our build. Of our long-term base. This side will be fairly steep, which I like. I kind of want this side to be steeper. We'll have to do that when we expand the size here. Maybe bring that curve in a little more. Flatten it out. Let's maybe make some of this side 2 blocks tall. so that we can remember to do that when we expand. Maybe give it a little small curve here. And do we do 2 right here too? Fit some interesting topography. Maybe not that block. It would give it a weird square shape right there. Maybe like that. Let's fill this in and see how it looks. Okay. There's our 4 layers. Oh, missed a spot. Okay, I don't know if I like that wall. We can fix it when we expand it. We do need more room up here. I think this top layer, it would be cool to have it as big as the second layer. We'll have to see if that's enough size. So maybe expand the entire thing out by 5 blocks on all sides. See how that goes. 3, 4, 5. Let's do 6. And remember to keep this fairly tight right here. I'm just going to eyeball it again. If the shape changes a little bit, I think that's okay. And get out a little more because we're getting too close on this side. Yeah, we need to fix that. We're way too close. If we're going to keep it like 6 blocks out, going to have to be conscious of that. Okay. We're getting closer here to this side that... I think this is going to be the side that we see the most often. Maybe? Because what I'm thinking is we're going to go north and south and just do like a central highway and have buildings branch off, like have a district over here for stuff, maybe a district on this side. And that way factory buildings can expand off this way without overlapping with another building. I don't want buildings to get in the way of each other. We have too much of a ladder shape right here. Okay, that's looking all right. Is there a certain biome look I want? Not really sure yet. I do want waters, like rivers and waterfalls, all over the place. And in fact, I could show you guys, if you guys are curious, I could show you, I did spend like, I think it was around 4 or 5 hours the other day planning the architecture I want. And if you guys are curious, if you guys don't mind seeing AI art, I did have it do some AI artwork on architecture that I think would be cool to try and follow when we make our factory buildings. Let me know in the comments section if you guys would like to see what I'm thinking, or if you'd rather wait for us to build it ourselves. Okay, that's where we want to go a little rounder on this end. Okay, let's see if we're getting the approximate shape. Yeah, we're doing all right. This might be a little too... I'm not sure about that little thing right there. It might just be because we have a block right here. No, it's too square. Let's change this up a little. You'd like to see it? Okay. Yeah, I think you guys would like it. No, I can't do a square right there. How am I going to fix this? Maybe we just have to do a ladder right there. Or stairs. I keep saying ladder. And give it... There we go. That feels better. Okay, let me finish this side over here. And if I get more interest, yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way, Robonica. Sometimes it's just helpful to get like a creative vision. I don't like when people use it for artwork and claim it as their own. I feel like it's ingenuine, if that makes sense. But yeah, let's finish this bottom floor circle, and then maybe I can show you guys what I've been thinking. Let's bring it out this way. And now we come back in. Okay, we're getting close to the end here. And then we'll fly up top and see how it works for us. Oh, I might have gone a little too wide. Yeah, we're off center here, so we're going to have to... Oh. Maybe that works, actually. You think I can use the wand to fill in raising from the bottom if you also fill in the diagonals? Oh. Okay. We'll have to try that. I'm actually liking this new shape. This corner isn't quite centered, but I think it looks cool. Yeah, I'm kind of digging it. Okay, let's fill in these corners and see what the wand does, and then we can show you guys the architecture I want to do for our factories. It's going to push my creative boundaries because what I have planned, I've never done mega structures like what I want to do. And I've also never been as creative as I want to be, both in colors and decorations. In fact, this mound is maybe the most creative I've been with landscaping. So we're learning this stuff live with you guys. All right, did we get all the corners? I think we did. Let's come over here and see if it handles it okay. Oh, it does. Man, that was a great tip, SW. Thank you. All right. Just a few more here and we'll be ready to go. Okay, let's do one more flyby or bird's eye view. Yeah, that's looking kind of cool. It's looking very natural, at least. All right, let me pull up the architecture diagrams I have for you guys. Give me just a moment. Need to pull up my files. Okay, and what I want to do is a hybrid of two different architectures. One of them is called biolithic, and the other is called monolithic. And bringing those together, I want lots of plant life, and I want it to feel like a natural, like curvy buildings. Okay, I almost have these files up. There we go. All right, and here they are. So this is the first option. I think it would be sweet to have like this. It's like two C shapes hugging each other. And then see how it has plants on the walls and like this central garden? I want gardens in our buildings as well as outside. See how it has rivers and waterfalls? Here's another river, waterfall. And we're going to be pushing the envelope here. Here's another option. This one might be a little too square, but I do like how it has a garden. I love this entrance, the curves, as well as the underground entrance. Here's some more plant walls and a pond. I wish GTNH allowed you to build aquariums with like fish and stuff in it. That would be cool. Here's like a wall that has... Maybe we could make this like a power monitor wall or something. It's just an idea. I'm not saying any of these will actually come to life. They're points of reference. Not sure about this walkway, but maybe. Here's another example. See how it has this waterfall coming out of the building? I just think it's so cool. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing for Bonica. AI for some reason repeated a lot of these pictures, but here's one that has like a garden in the back and like the machines on the sides. Kind of like that garden in the back. Yeah, it kind of does have that concrete look. So maybe we'll be going concrete. I'm not sure. I do like this gray look and this brown. Is it like a cream, maybe? This brown color? And it has like wood and stuff and stone everywhere. I like integrating wood and stone. I wasn't sure about this one here. You like the one with the screen in there with the waterfalls? Yeah, it does look cool. This one I'm not sure of. Maybe... I don't know how I could make something like this work for a factory. But maybe we could do like a... The vision is having a throne room for Greg. And maybe we could do something like this for Greg. Have a building dedicated to him and our members. And maybe it would work. I don't know. I think this is the last picture. Maybe we have another one. I don't know. That's the color palettes. Yeah, this is the last picture. I'm not sure about these glass domes. It feels a little too much like a golf ball. I'm not sure about those, but I do like the plants, the grass, and the curves. Yeah, that one did look kind of like a hub. Yeah, I agree. This one's cool. I like the garden centerpiece here. It's like a forest, actually. And have like walls with information here and there. I'm not sure about this spiral thing here. Looks cool, but I'm not sure it's very functional. I'd be tempted to just jump off into the water. But I got a few color palette ideas here as well. I think these first 4 colors are mostly what we're going for. Maybe not this jade one, but and then have flexibility for the last 2 colors because we can have lots of color with different plants, I think. Maybe do some bioluminescent stuff. We'll see how it goes. But yeah. Hopefully we can pull it off. I think if we really try, we can. Am I planning on learning open computers? Maybe. I'm a little nervous doing open computers. Seemed like it was fairly complicated. But it'd be cool to program some stuff, maybe. Blue ice behind the waterfall, prismarine for aquatic undertones. Basalt and deep slate, moss carpet around the water. That's an idea. That'd be cool. Yeah, the bottom one looks more like a hub. Like maybe we could make an AE2 hub. That would be cool. With all the general information. Maybe like our storage cells. That would be cool. All right. So if we are standing down here, we might want to make this side a little longer. I think we do. It's a little too flat. So let's bring this out. And see if we can make it look. Nope. We need to fix this curve right here. For bluish, you can go with the meme of Z-Tone's lava. Or lave. Is it lave or lava? Oh, lave. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, those are nice colors. What do you... Oh, you want Sussy backported. It has a screen that shows you the input and output buses of a machine. Oh, that'd be nice. Especially on the machines that require a lot of those inputs and outputs. That would be nice. And that way you know what each ones do, or each input output does. Is that the idea? That would be super nice. I could see that being useful on the distillation tower. Especially. Don't like this stair pattern going on right here. See if we can fix it. It's a little too curvy right there. Don't want it too curvy. Let's see. That's better. I think that's a little bit more what I was looking for. Yeah, you would love Sussy for AE2 storage. I don't think I've seen Sussy before. It sounds really great. Anything to give us more information. I would love to see how much power our machines have. Like how much buffer is in there. It's a little weird coming from packs that have RF on every machine and you can see the power to GTNH and you can't see any of that. Oh, it even shows you the time and progress. That's sweet. Yeah. That would be super useful. I'm curious if we do try to make this more curvy as we go up. Or if we want more flat land on this side. Like do a gentler slope up and then a steeper slope on this side. I think that's what I want, is a gentle slope this side, steep slope that side. Right here can maybe get a little steeper and do a little bit gentler slope on this side. Supersymmetry is GTNH on crack. I don't know if I've heard of that one either. Get the tricorder. Is that an item? There's a scanner. Maybe I'm not spelling this right. You have to let me know if this is the right thing. Oh, it says tricorder there. Is this what you're talking about, SW? There's also Bear's Den, which is GT6, made by the original dev. Whoa, really? That's a different mess. Is that a pack or is it a single mod? I haven't heard of those. You're opening my eyes tonight. Okay, let's come down here. If we want it to be steeper on these sides, we're going to want to be maybe starting here. We want to be closer on this edge. Like this. Oh, it's a pack. Okay. Bear has all kinds of packs. Portable scanner is the tricorder. Can scan blocks in the world. And it tells you everything you need to know? Is that what it's doing? Because maybe that would solve the problem. So it would be nice to have a screen you can just place anywhere. You called it Bear's Den since you didn't know the name. Yeah, you use that for the search. That makes sense. Okay. He's a streamer for GregTech. Has he done GTNH as well? Ooh, this is looking good, I think. We're getting some good variation in height over here. I feel like I'm flying really fast. It might be the nano boots. Okay, we're making good shape here, I think. Nope, that makes it too square on that corner. Can't do that. So the tricorder gives you lots of info like CPU time used by the multi-block. Oh, that'll be useful for AE2. Bear hates magic, so he tried and then stopped. I see. The scanner is useful for multi-blocks and to check if energy hatches are receiving energy. Oh, okay. That's nice. Okay, I need to remove these boots. Yeah, that's a little bit more manageable. Okay, this corner might not work right there. Let's bring it out a little more right here. Maybe do something like this. And then we're going to want to widen it on this side over here. Let's come out maybe like this. I don't want to get so far away from this that we don't have room on top, but I do want it to be gentler. Just not too gentle that we don't have any room for the tree on top. Let's actually bring that one a little closer, like that. Okay. Let's just look at this real fast. How is it looking? That's looking all right. The scanner is useful for multi-blocks. It's also useful to check if energy hatches... Oh, I read that one, sorry. I really dislike how in this version the hatches don't have the indicator in Wayla that they're full. Yeah, I was kind of feeling that pain as well. Though this is my first Greg anything pack, so shouldn't be using hatches for storage. Oh, so you just want to do like make sure your hatches are only accepting as many items as you want crafted. Or for the craft, I should say. All right. We're almost done with the second layer. And at this point, we should get back to being a little bit steeper on this side. So come a little closer to the second edge. Just like that. Let's make sure it looks okay. Not sure I like right here. I want a little more of a platform. Let's fix that. I have to shorten it on this side so we don't have 7 blocks. There's 6. This one's 5, so that should be okay. Yeah, that feels a little better. We have some variety on this side. We have some steepness over here. I think it would be cool to have maybe something like that right here. Let's fix that one. Yeah, put little bites in the hill, you know? You mean the energy hatches don't have anything visual to show you they're full? This is even more. What's worse for the LSC and laser hatches? That's good to know. You've made it pretty far if you've gotten laser hatches. What tier is the laser hatch unlocked? Is that before the ultra tiers or ultimate tiers? Okay, I don't like this change down here. Let's do a smaller bite. Same with over here. Looks a little strange. Okay, I think we're getting a good shape. Let's fix these 2 blocks. They're feeling a little strange to me. You believe it's UV, UHV? Yeah, that's pretty far, isn't it? Playing GTNH as your first Greg anything is nuts. Yeah, I'm learning. We've jumped into the deep end, haven't we? When you get to play Modern or 112, you'll be blown away. Yeah, I'm curious if after GregTech, if we try like just a normal pack and see if GregTech has completely changed my point of view on these normal packs. You played GTNH for your first Greg as well, huh, Matt? That's pretty sweet. Yeah, thanks, Fanatic Feline. Yeah, those of you who are new, we are in the personal dimension. We're building the central structure, and we're going to make a little mound here with a cherry tree on top. I feel like the center is important. It's meaningful. It's where we first got here. I like putting a little life into our builds, especially if we're going to be playing this pack for a long, long time. We'll cover these corners like SW recommended, so we can use our builder's wand to fill in the floor. You play GTNH in 2.3. Have you started up a 2.9 playthrough then, since that's what you waited for? Or are you waiting for it to officially release out of beta? Counting ULV, ultra low voltage, or steam as the first tier. UV is the 9th tier, and UHV is the 10th tier. Wow. And if there's only 15 tiers... Yeah, laser hatches are really towards the end, aren't they? Though if time scales the farther you get, that might be more like middle of the road. If the ultra tiers are going to take the most amount of time to progress through. You don't want to mess with the experimental or daily. Yeah, I don't blame you. That makes sense. Alright. I think we're liking the shape still. It's looking fairly natural. And I can tell that our first mound was just way too small. I'm glad you guys recommended we go a little bigger. Okay, layer 3. Let's see if we can keep making this work. How do I feel about that steep edge right there? It's probably okay if we make this a little flatter up here. We want this side to be less steep, so we need to remember to give it some breathing room. And bring it back in, it looks like. Oh, this is a long edge over here. Let's see if we can help it out. The 2.9 Euron has all kinds of weird bugs. Ah, that kind of ruins the experience, doesn't it? You feel like the tier that takes the most is UMV, the 13th tier. What do you think took the longest? What's your point of view on that? Be curious to know so I can maybe brace myself. Erring on the side of giving yourself more space than you need is the way to go. Yep. I'm going to have to get used to that in the personal dimension, I think. Especially with factory sizes. I'm kind of thinking maybe we want to like lay out where we want districts and then put the machines down on the grass and then build the walls around the machines and build the entire building around the machines and see how that does. We'll see how it goes. There are 15 tiers for whatever reason Max is counted, even though it doesn't have a circuit. And you can access it with multi-amp laser hatches. It's more of just a time reducer. Isn't Max basically you have the Stargate and it's basically seeing how far you can take the energy you have? All right, how is this feeling? Yeah, that's looking fairly good. I do want to keep the tree in the center. That way the tree is the center of the compass, per se. Thanks, Fanatic Feline. I'm glad it's been enjoyable. I'm enjoying this. This has been kind of interesting to do. Yeah, it does look like we have a steeper side here and here, which is good. I think for the fourth layer, we want to bring it in closer down here as well. We've done a good job on this curve, making it less steep. I think we want to do the same right here too. All right, let's fill in the corners so we can fill out the floor. All right. Oh, there's Max Plus. Really? I haven't heard of that. So is Max an official tier then? And then Max Plus is the stuff after the Stargate? Hopefully I'm grasping that correctly. Okay, we've almost rounded this whole third layer I think we're on. And then we could do the final layer of this thing. Okay, let's fill in the floor. You're enjoying the streams too, I'm glad. Hopefully it feels chill. That's the vibe I was hoping for with this build. Just relaxing together, you know? Maybe in your case, preparing for the workday. Maybe I shouldn't mention that. I didn't say that. Neither did I say 6-7. That wasn't on purpose. Alright, this is looking pretty good. You didn't bring snacks, Fanatic Feline. Oh, you're missing out. Oops. I'm liking how this is looking. This is feeling good. I'm glad we expanded this. Max and Max Plus are just energy tiers. They aren't real tiers of tech the same way as everything else is. Interesting. What tier is the Stargate in then? Oh, it stops counting at 12 on the quest book, huh? Whoa, we're seeing some crazy things. Wow, this is going to be cool to look at. Endgame goals. There's the Stargate. Yeah. Tier 13. Really? Max is more of an energy tier skipper thing that you can get your multi-blocks to use if they're too slow. Oh, curious. So if we really want to push the factory, Max is what you need to get to. You know, I thought the Stargate was farther than tier 13. But I guess UXV, yeah, that does make sense. Huh. I just realized, is this quest book right here, The Forge of the Gods? In its design? Component assembly line. Huh. Stargate is technically UXV. Interesting. All of this research I've done on the Stargate, and I didn't even realize that. I thought it was Max this whole time. Okay, let's start this one here. Let's see if we can make this side a little bit less steep. Okay, do you want to leave room for that center placement there? we go. Okay, I'm liking the look of that curve from down here. Yeah, that's feeling okay. Maybe we want to bring this in closer to the tree. Yeah, I think so. Let's bring these in. And let's see if we can work with this. How's that feeling? Let's bring this curve a little farther this way. Is it the shape of George? I wasn't really going for any specific thing. Maybe. Okay, the central plot is throwing off the shape in my eyes a little bit. But I think we're getting there. Let's maybe bring this out. Oh. Is that what you guys call it? The Forge of the Gods is called George? It kind of looks like it, doesn't it? I didn't realize that until today. Except it needs like a central quest, maybe. I don't know. Oh, I might have gone a little too steep right there. It's okay. As long as it looks natural, I think we're on the right path. Okay. How steep do I want it right here? This is looking okay right here, actually. Maybe we can just keep going out like this. It's officially it's officially called George. We could change the center of the island a little bit more to the left than a bit to the back. Like from this orientation, you thinking? Like over here? You'll have to let me know. Yeah, because if we have a little more walking room, maybe we could put the portal here and have the tree back here. Is that what you're thinking? Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe we could make that work. Or maybe put the tree even back here, maybe. That way we have more of a platform over here. Yeah, we'll have to test it. Okay. We have some consensus, it looks like. Let's see if we can finish out this part here. How are we liking that? Does look like a walking on platform here, which I think is what we want. Okay, let's fill in the corners so we can fill in the floor. And then we can do a final look over. See where we want to place our tree. Okay, we're almost there. There we go. Let's fill in the floor. And I'm curious if we should make the tree custom from the ground up, or if we should plant one and bone meal it and see how it turns out. All right. I am liking how that looks. Let's go and get a standing on the ground point of view here. Oh yeah, that's gonna look sweet, I think. Let's go on the other side and see how it looks. We might need a little bit more dirt walls on this side. Let's maybe come over here and put some down. Make this one a little bigger. Maybe over here. Okay. Maybe we want one steep wall right here as well. Yeah, that's looking better. Yeah, you think so too? I think we're getting closer. Maybe right here needs a bit more dirt. Not sure about that third one we placed. I feel like this is going to ruin the view up there. Going to want to bring this one all the way across. Yeah, that's giving it some good variety. Maybe we want some more on the ground like this. Yeah, the front looks nice. Yeah, and we'll definitely have to test the tree out. Let's trim this corner here. Just doing touch-ups on the shape now. This is looking pretty good. We have an empty gap right there. Oh, the piston boots are so fast when you're flying. Okay, that's looking great. All of that is looking great. I think we got our basic shape down. And we can probably lower this a bit. Sorry, I was just thinking. Yeah, that way it's not so obtrusive in the view. Okay, the idea is, do we want the tree? I'm thinking maybe, I'm leaning towards maybe the tree over here. It could look good here. But I think if we do it on the edge here, maybe we could get some water going down or something. Maybe some roots. I'm not sure how we would do the roots. Maybe with the architect's saw bench or something. It's always a possibility. Okay, let's grab the cherry blocks. And what palette do we want to do? Do we want this dark one? Maybe we do traditional. That way it matches what we had when we first spawned in. Oh, there's sakura leaves. It'd be cool if there were leaf piles. Grab the original cherry leaves. A small waterfall or pond with roots that tree is drinking. Yeah, that'd be cool. I agree. Ooh, there is leaf pile. Are there pink leaves? Nope. Just green leaves. What pink could we use to decorate the ground? That'll come after the tree, though. I'm just getting a glimpse here. Maybe pink isn't the way to go for the ground stuff. Guess we'll see how it goes. Are there pink petals? Let's search petal. Ooh. This could work. Those could work. How far off the ground do they sit, though? Ah ha ha. That could work for like fallen leaves, maybe. Oh, you can stack them. Ooh. I think we're cooking here. Yeah, we could do something like that. All right. Let's... Question is, how far back do we want the tree? We'll just go for it. How thick do we want the tree? Maybe a 3x3. Make it kind of look like a big bonsai tree. Is that a good place for the trunk? Maybe we need to move it down one. Like right here. See how that looks. That could work. Is a 3x3 too big? Too small? Just right? I feel like that tree isn't going to be big enough. But it could be. Let's see how a 5x5 looks. It's going to be a fat sucker, if it is. Maybe we could... That might work, actually. I was going to say maybe a 4x4, but I wasn't sure we could do... Oh, this is a 4x4. What am I talking about? That might work. Let's see here. Flying too fast again. Question is, how tall do we make it? I don't think we go 4. Maybe we do 5. No. 6 gonna be too much? Okay, we're getting there. Let's do 7. That's a golden ratio number after 4. Yeah, 4x7. And then we can... 4x4 center and the external parts extend to hug the terrain to not make it too stiff. Yeah, and we need to give it some curviness too, huh? This is going to be a tricky build. Maybe if we curve a little like this. I'm going to have to curve in like that as well. And I think maybe if we make like a canopy come off this way, which means I might have this curve going in the wrong direction. I think I do. Let's curve it on this side. And yeah, maybe. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Maybe 7 is too tall. All right, SW, it was great having you on. I hope you have a good night, brother. Okay. Maybe we curve it a little bit here as well. Seeing the vision with me? Maybe? Maybe like that? Not sure about that one there, but... let's see how this looks. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. I think we're getting somewhere here. Might be a little too tall right there. No, I should really just build it out of this wood so we don't have to worry about that red stuff. Go. Okay, and we can't go taller than 7, I don't think. That way we keep that golden ratio. Because 4 plus 3 is 7. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, and so on up to 7. That's the idea. Okay, and I think from here we can bring it out quite a bit. Maybe one more layer. Gotta make sure the wood faces the right way. Maybe we could do a smaller layer over here. Oh, I messed it up right there. This side looks a little funky. Let's bring it out right there. Something looks off on this side. Is it this? That looks better. Okay. We might want to bring this side out a little this way. And I think maybe we bring this one out one more. Okay, we're getting somewhere. This might be enough for the base. Maybe we start going along with leaves and see how it turns out and let the leaves do the rest of the shaping. So let's see what we can do here. Those are fluffy and pink. Just do a quick circle around this. Give it some variety in height. And then let's cover this top layer. Just see how it looks. Of course, we're going to want more leaves than this. Okay. Now we just fill in this top layer. Now we need to make it fluffy. Oh yeah, look at those falling leaves already. That's awesome. Don't want exposed wood, I don't think. Yeah, let's bring this side out quite a bit. And maybe even bring it out this way a little bit. How's this looking? We might need to bring some wood out. And I think if we curve it down a little bit right here. Yeah, the particles look amazing, man. Okay, we're getting somewhere with this. We need more curviness and fluffiness. I'm not sure about this shape over here. Might be this right here. Yep, and then we need to make it fluffy on this side. Let's put some wood in here. Just to give it some natural color in there. I think that darkness makes a difference there. The darkness of the wood, you know? Let's bring this top side up. Make it look flat and plump and happy. Want a happy tree, a healthy tree. We're a little too flat on this side. Let's do this a little bit here. Give it some curves. Let's bring this up right here. This could make a great thumbnail. I'm not sure about this. We might need to make this skinnier. It's looking a little strange. looks nice on this side, but not on the other side. Just doesn't look natural over here. Maybe it's just a matter of throwing leaves on here. Maybe giving it some variety on the bottom side. Wow, this is looking really good. Yeah, we need to trim this, I think. We went too far. Might still be a little too far. Let's do one more layer. Round that out. It's looking a little better. We need to make this a little fluffier on this back side. Yeah, you think we should have trimmed it off too? I think it made a difference. Just looked strange. Don't want any super flat faces like this. We'll try and make it look more natural. Might be a little too fat on this side. It looks like it has too many branches with it being that fat. Ooh, this side is looking good. Oops, we're making some progress here. This side's looking good. Oh, we have some weirdness underneath. Let's maybe add some more hang right there. Yep. There we go. This side, I'm not sure what's wrong. Maybe it's the wood. Maybe we need more wood. It just doesn't look like it's being supported very well, so maybe that's the problem. Yes. That's looking better right there. Yep. Okay, I think we're getting the base tree shape here pretty good. This side needs some help. Let's fluff up this side. I think we need some decoration right there too. That's looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good. How's this looking? I'm okay with that. Maybe. Maybe we need a little bit more on this side. Maybe a little more right here. Yeah, that's feeling better. I'm just going off my gut on this. The trunk looks too cubey. Yeah, I agree. A tree Greg would be proud of. I sure hope so. Okay. I think the leaves are okay. We do need to fix the trunk. We're going to have to add some curves down here, I think. Let's add some support back here. Like that, maybe. Oh, you can't even see it. Is that better? Getting some polish in here. Okay, I think that was a mistake. I think we just bring the wood down right there. Yeah, that's feeling better. Okay, this is looking fairly good for the base of it, or the start of it. You might be confusing packs, but you believe there's many versions of blocks that could help give the trunk a better look. I think you're onto something. Yep, we need some roots. Let's grab the architect saw bench. I need to remember to not break this in creative. Oh, actually, maybe we're okay. Let's see. Excuse me, let's see if we can make some maybe platforms. Now these are all... I was hoping for like smaller rectangles. Maybe that's forged micro blocks? Something like this? I think that's what we're looking for, right? Forged micro block saw. Okay, thanks, Boron. We're in creative. I don't know if it matters. Do we need a crafting bench? Oh. I don't know if that works. I put that down in creative. I hope I didn't just break our portal doing that. Let's remove that and go back in survival. Okay, we're in business. We didn't break it. Okay, how does this work? Okay. And then we make the vertical... Vertical slabs is pretty cool. Alright. Let's see if this works with the wood. Come on, that should work, right? Does it only work with stone? Maybe it doesn't work with that cherry wood. There we go. This is going to be interesting. And then we want something like this. And then maybe a smaller one. We'll see how this works for us. Oh, it would be nice to have slab versions. Like a flat. Can we lay these flat? Is there a tool to rotate these? Maybe it's the stone rod? I don't know. Okay, I feel like that's not facing the right way. Oh, there's a wireframe grid on this. It's kind of hard to see, but... So maybe we can put this away. Where'd my toolbox go? I'm missing my wrench. Thanks, Fanatic Feline. Yeah, we are going to have to wrap it up here in a little bit. I'm missing my wrench, though. What happened to my wrench? No, that is not what I wanted to do. Let's get out of creative again. I swear I had. I am confused what happened to my toolbox. It's nowhere to be found. That's not good. Well, maybe I put it in my other backpack. Oh, hold on. I'm being dumb. There it is. It's on my other tool belt. Okay, let's grab a wrench out. And let's go back to the personal dimension. Let's see if we can rotate these. Okay, you can't with the wrench. I don't like how the center isn't facing the tree. If you guys know how to rotate these, let me know. Do something like this. Oh, you can even fit blocks into it like that? Put our shoes back on. That's giving it some life, don't you think? Let's put some of these around. I'm just kind of throwing these on where it makes sense. Yeah, I think the root system is coming together over here. Let's see if we can put some roots here. Okay, that's looking okay. And then let's get a root coming out here. Nope, I need like a square. Cherry log. I need to look up forge microblocks again. Okay, we need this, the notch. Let's grab a crafting bench. We'll have to delete these items we gifted ourselves, like the saw and the crafting table. Okay. It was underneath. You feel like it's giving it more life. That's a good sign. There's the notch. It might be dependent on how the texture itself behaves in the normal block, since the inner part is always pointed to the center of the 16 by 16 texture grid. Yep, that would make sense why it's facing the wrong way. Okay. So I don't think there's a way to fix that. Yeah, look at that. You're right on. That's totally what it's doing. Huh. Maybe it's okay. Maybe we can get away with it. I think we need a root here. Okay, this is looking fairly good, I feel like. Not that one. We are going to have to extend these roots out a little more. Maybe not from here. These are more like digging into the ground. That's the vision. And then we'll have some coming off. Maybe off the walls here. We can put a small pond right here. Yeah, maybe I was doing it wrong. It didn't seem to be working with the logs. Maybe it just needs a different spot here. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working. That's so strange. It'd be much better if it did work with the wood, I guess it's called. What do you guys think? Does the red kind of ruin it, or does it work? I feel half and half about it. It's just a weird texture. Okay, I think for the basic root stuff, that's looking fairly good. We need some more height variety, I feel like. Yeah, you feel 50-50 as well? You think it works? Maybe it won't matter too much if it's out of the corner of our eye. Kind of like that. If we're focusing over here. Yeah, maybe it works. Okay, I think maybe we have just enough time to do a little pond here. Let's see if we can get a pond going. That can maybe give us some inspiration for where the roots can come out of. Let's pull this out like this. Maybe give it some depth right there. Maybe we can even have it come out this way. How far down is that? Or come out right here might work, actually. And come off the edge. Oops, I'm breaking blocks I don't want to break. Oh, we lined that up perfectly. Okay. Let's see how we can do here. Oh. Come on, Boots. Work with me here. Oh, we have a problem. We need water source blocks in the middle here. Okay. There we go. Pond needs to be bigger. Let's put it like there. Hey, how's it going, original pandas? Good to see you. I am a little bit over time here, so sorry, guys. I am going to have to calm it down here a bit. Panda, if you're curious, we're in the personal dimension making a central art piece for our personal dimension. Sorry if you're getting some spoilers, but hopefully you enjoy it. I think we can add another line right here. Yeah, I like that. Maybe like that. It could use more of a waterfall feel now that I'm looking at it. Maybe we can guide the water just a little bit. Like that? What do you guys think? How's that feeling? That might need a little bit more work. Oh, you just woke up, huh? Yeah, this is going to be the center of our personal dimension. That tree might be a little small. We might need some more decorations to go with it over here. So we might have to tinker with that. You think the leaves could go one more out? On this side? Yeah, I think you're right. Let's bring it out. Maybe like that. Yeah, I like that. Did I consider doing the dimension at a higher layer? I find myself doing basement stuff, and less than 20 blocks doesn't seem like a lot of depth to work with. I didn't even consider that, to be honest. Oh, not the leaves. The pond waterfall. Out one more block. Like another pond down here. I think I'm grasping the vision. Okay, let's do this pond down here, and then I am going to have to hop off for the night. It's getting awful late over here. And there we go. Okay. Let's make this pond a little larger. Maybe we can branch a river off of this to go throughout our base and stuff. And the tree could be the source of the water for everywhere. We need to open this up, I think. That looks a little strange. Okay, let's fix this. Come on, Boots, you're making me move too fast. Okay. There we go. Maybe. Might need a block right here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking that. We're going to have to make this pond bigger and stuff, but I think we made some great progress in decorating the personal dimension today. Well, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. I had a great time hanging out with you, and I'll see you on the next one.